Next story is the Creative Carrier Soundbar. Now, this is where we were all very impressed. When it came in, we were like, okay, soundbar hai, chota sa hai. Appears much smaller than most soundbars, but this is meant to be placed, underneath a smaller TV unit. But believe me, even if you have a big TV and you place this out there, this is going to do justice to the sound. It has pass-through of content in 4K HDR with a 120 Hz refresh rate, so it is future-proof, at least in terms of ports. Has Bluetooth 5.0 also, so you can connect it to your phone. But it's the sound that we were really impressed with.
Here's something small that promises to deliver big on sound. This is the Creative SXFI Carrier, a Dolby ATMOS soundbar with a wireless subwoofer. It has quite a few tricks up its sleeve, and we're here to tell you if, with all of those tricks, it is worth spending your hard-earned money on this soundbar or not. So when you first lay your eyes on the Carrier, the first thing you take notice of is the size. It appears smaller than most of the common soundbars available. It is designed to take up less space on the TV unit, and that is something very important for a lot of people who do not have the widest TV units or the space to mount the soundbar. The design is mostly understated. It consists of a plastic build evenly divided into glossy and matte parts. The subwoofer that comes with it is rather small in size and can be tucked away easily. The remote that comes along with the Carrier is large, with many buttons to control the soundbar, but it is also designed to fit in the hand easily. Flipping to the back of the soundbar, you will find a variety of ports. There are two HDMI 2.1 in ports and one HDMI 2.1 out EARC-enabled port. The soundbar supports a pass-through of content which is in 4K with a variable refresh rate of up to 120 Hz and has Dolby Vision support. It also supports auto low latency for an ideal experience with gaming. The resolution can go up to 8K with a sacrifice in refresh rate. The future-proofing on the soundbar is as good as it can get. There is also an optical input port for the more traditional kind of experience, and on top of all of this there is an aux port, a USB-C audio port along with a USB-A port for Creative's SFXI products. And if a user wants to use their phone to listen to some music, the Bluetooth 5.0 support has their back. Alright, plenty has been said about the source of the inputs. Let's talk about the output. How does this thing sound? To put it in two words, extremely impressive. There are two speakers at both ends of the Carrier's width, three speakers firing forward and two more pointing upwards for the sound to bounce off the ceiling for the overhead sound. The Carrier can decode the Dolby ATMOS tracks effectively to deliver a three-dimensional soundstage that gets immersive even for the small size of the soundbar, and the subwoofer has a 10-inch driver that adds an immense amount of rumble to the sound to further enhance the audio with low end. And the speakers in the middle ensure clear and loud reproduction of dialogues, which ties the bow of a remarkable experience. The soundbar also supports playback of high-res music, but that's only available with a wired connection since there is no option of streaming through Wi-Fi. The Creative Carrier is a soundbar that does its core job extremely well, has support for most inputs, and has enough tech behind it for it to be future-proof. And all of this comes in a small package even when compared to less capable soundbars. So for the expensive price of 99,999 rupees, the Carrier is not really expensive, which makes it worth spending your hard-earned money on.